Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all my Scorpio friends here with me today. We are going to do a fun little tarot reading for you all about money, career, finances, jobs, etc. Keep in mind with these general messages, not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Scorpios out there. So please do only take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good. You will know intuitively what those are. I encourage you to come into this with an open heart and an open mind. Sometimes messages will resonate for you in a few days, in a few weeks, even in a few months. If that's the case, fantastic. That means it was your message. If things don't seem to fit or resonate, you can release them. You don't need to take on energy that is not yours. And as always, I encourage you to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, the videos associated with those signs, so that you can get additional messages or more clarity if that is what you desire. Everything you need to know about this video will be in that description box below, including the decks I am using, as well as my social media channels. I am The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Check that out if you're interested. Other than that, let's hop in for my Scorpio friends. We will use this as a clarifying deck as needed. Started off with those two. All right, cool. So your energy, Scorpio, is coming off as the Five of Wands. Okay. So sometimes a card of competition or conflict. In this deck, something about these wands, it feels to me as if obstacles are being thrown your way. You're having a lot on your plate, multiple people coming at you with different tasks, different assignments, or even just clients, right? If I don't know, if you are an artist, you may have multiple people, putting bids on your painting or this and that, or something where, numerous communications can be wands. And I mean, for those who work an office job, numerous emails like flooding your inbox, having to sort through a lot. Potentially fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be though. But actually, I just heard you're hot, which is kind of like a, oh gee, thanks universe. But I think it means like your work, your progress, the skills and talents you have. It's like you're a hot commodity. That's what it is. It's people want your attention. People are coming at you with requests and demands. Interesting. All right, so it's being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Something about this has to do with keeping energy, protecting your energy, keeping something to yourself, but it more has to do with, I'm almost getting like your health, like don't spread yourself too thin. There may be, again, as I was saying, lots coming at you, but this is reminding you that something about something very near and dear to your heart. Some of you may be pregnant and it's like you need to take the full time to rest and get a good night's sleep and eat healthy and, go on walks, go in nature, exercise where you can. Because it's like, something about this Pentacles, it speaks about your body. And I mean, obviously in a career spread, we look for Pentacles because frequently that means money. So for those who you feel like you're doing good for health-wise on the health front, this may be like a project that you're wanting to protect, or you don't want it to be overexposed, or you don't want it to be tainted by outside parties, by outside views or opinions. Or if it is the idea of multiple people are like making bids on your project, you're being very selective of who you want to give it to. Like, I'm just getting, again, near and dear to your heart. If it's not a literal baby, you almost treat this project or this task like a baby, or you're nurturing it so it can grow and develop with love, with care. And I always use this cheesy metaphor, the seed, it needs the right nutrients to grow. It needs light and water. So for whatever this is, it's like whatever project or task is at hand, you are trying to nurture it and grow it in the best environment possible. And I'm getting that there's either people that you feel have like bad energy coming at it, that you're sort of trying to defend it. Whatever these people are coming at you, it does look a little bit like fiery or like fierce, like, conflict. Five of Wands is typically a card of conflict or competition. Or the idea of, this is a totally new message, something about if you've worked on a team with this project, you may feel like somebody is trying to remove you from the team or take away responsibility from you. And again, you're clinging tightly to it like, well, no, like I I did like the groundwork or the foundation of this. I'm not just gonna like hand it over to you. Yeah, again, wanting to hold it near and dear to your heart, not wanting to share. I don't really know what that's about, but that's kind of a different message. So hopefully that resonates for some. All right, so yeah, your energy is a little bit tricky. And it's not so much that you have lower vibrational energy. Yeah, it's just like what's around you is a little bit intimidating or frightening or stressing you out. All right, so what is your challenge or focus in the coming weeks or months? Is my deck upside down? No, okay. So the Fool in reverse. Let's see. This is a cute card in the upright. I'll show it to you. I love that. So taking a leap of faith, but it's in reverse. So not starting a new chapter, not opening a new door, staying in the status quo. You know what's funny? I am letting things unfold naturally from this. Not, if you're stressed out, not letting like the tempers and arguments and conflict get to you so that you like storm out the door or leave the job or say something in haste. It's like Aquarian energy, also Aries energy here. Interesting. Oh, I think this has to do with not being too headstrong. That's what this is. Because both these cards, it's like you're very protective of not only your energy, but the project, almost to the point where you may be isolating yourself from the group, or others may view you as being very difficult. The Fool has kind of this like, in a lower vibration, sort of like a ne'er-do-well sense of just like, oh, whatever, like we'll figure it out and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, there's something about it that I'm just getting headstrong because it is an Aries card. It's like the Fool has already made the decision, they're going, and that's that. It's their path and it's their path alone. There's something about not considering the whole group here. Let's clarify it. But I think it has to do with you seeing the project as yours when maybe it actually belongs to the group. Yeah, interesting. Knight of Cups. Okay, so Piscean energy. The hopeless romantic, the dreamer. Yeah, okay, this makes sense for you, Scorpio, particularly those who are involved in a creative project or even something that you feel you're putting your heart and soul into, your emotional capacity has gotten involved. That is because you are a water sign as well as Cancer and Pisces. That is such a water trait, is you want to preserve or protect the emotional integrity. And I know that's kind of a weird way of phrasing it. But yeah, I think you're being very stern on either like the direction of this or again, standing in your truth, standing up for yourself. But I don't necessarily know if your judgment is being clouded. It's just that your moral compass, or I don't even know, emotional compass is like, this is the way to do it because there's integrity. My values and my ethics, my heart is in alignment with this direction and we have to go this way, which is what that Fool energy is coming up. But I think like the people around you see it as, I just heard like taking a step backwards. Like I'm just getting that you're viewing the end goal or the finish line in a different direction than, I do want to say, the group. You're more worried about the end game in regards to how it lands emotionally, how your clients are going to feel about it and react to it, like a visceral reaction, how it's going to touch them or provoke, what emotions it's going to provoke out of them. Some of you may work in like marketing or advertising agencies, and again, you are like very, very set on the idea of, we have to do it this way because when people see that image of the cute little baby, it's going to make their heart burst like into 1,000 pieces. It's going to be adorable. It's something like that, whereas the team is like, yeah, but like, you know, statistically, we've done this before, so we need to go in this direction and include this type of thing and whatever. Like maybe they're getting pressure from the higher ups of sort of like a political, sorry, I want to be careful how I phrase this. The politics of the office or the corporation, we have to do it this way because the higher ups want it, where I think you're coming more from a point of integrity of like, that's what the higher ups want, but like they're thinking about money. We need to think about the people. It's something like that. And so, yeah, your idea is maybe upside down or flip-flopped from what is, I think it does have to do with like a chain effect of, for those who do work up below people and have to report up to whatever, management, higher ups, whatever. Yeah, it's like the trickle down effect. That's what I'm getting here. What's coming down, essentially, right? This wand of communication. It's supposed to be like launching the success of the thing. It's supposed to be going upwards and to the sky, higher vibration. I think you view it as just like, this is not, like, I'm just getting like a stick in the ground, like a stick in the mud. I think that expression is important here. Someone is being stubborn, and I think potentially both parties are, but yeah, you're not seeing eye to eye. Excuse me. They see you as being very all up in your feels, having too much emotional investment in it. But I mean, you're a water sign, Scorpio, right? So of course you are. Of course you care about the emotional aspect of it. And again, also protecting your truth, this baby. Something about like you've nursed this seed for a while, so you don't want to give up creative control. What's the help available to you? The 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So straight up, for some of you, it's going into business for yourself. Or even if it's not your business, taking the next project that comes along and having full and complete ownership of it. This is sometimes the single ladies or the single man's card. And yeah, so for those who are looking to be independent contractors, or again, like sole proprietors, something like that. But also, again, if there's some sort of dynamic where you could have full ownership of the project, or see something from creation to like fruition, to the input to the output or whatever, this is like, yeah, the next time around, it may be a slower process, right, with the turtle, you having to do all the work yourself, but I'm just getting emotionally it's going to be more fulfilling for you, because yeah, it is like a control issue. Yeah, you're feeling like you're having to fight for your ideas. Lots of like heated arguments, lots of conflict on where to take this seed or this project. And because this is coming up in the help available to you, it may also say that, like, I hate to say it's cliche, but slow and steady wins the race. You may be extremely frustrated because like things aren't going the way you had anticipated. But yeah, something about slow progress is still progress. You may have to take one for the team this time around and give up a little bit of creative control, because as I said, that may put you in a more positive light with the higher ups, if that means anything to you, of, oh hey, Scorpio really like, very like team oriented, wanted to help the group, contributed their ideas, but also, released it to whatever, right? It shows strength of character. It's like you pushed your ego aside to be like, okay, this is what the group wants. And do you know what I'm getting here? If you were in the right, if the idea that you were really pushing for, the emotional ties that you were like, no, we should do it this way, because again, it's going to hit people right in the heart, and it's going to, whatever, it's going to make more money, or it's going to be more popular, or get more views or likes or whatever. I am getting that you're probably right. And so because the people around you are probably more focused on the financial aspects of it, the executive, like, I don't know, I'm just getting like red tape and like the political things, and we have to do it this way because it's what the company states, it's in the documentation, it's in the contracts, it's in the whatever. You're just like, yeah, but this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like something I would like, so why are we expecting other people to like it? I am getting you might be in the right. And so even if this project, you give up creative control and it ultimately flops, people are still going to see you it's almost like you're going to prove the group wrong by doing almost nothing at all. It's like you've spoken your truth. You've gone against the group and been like, hey, this is what I think, this is my truth. This is like the emotional aspect that I think is going to land for this project, right? if it fails, you're going to stand out. Like, again, the single one, the one among the group who had the best idea, but potentially was overlooked. Something about being overlooked because you're just a turtle. You know, you're just hobbling along and you're emotional and you want to do this. I think people aren't recognizing your value. And with 9 of Pentacles, holy cannoli, there's a lot of pentacles there. That's what I'm saying. They're going to come around to your ideas, but it may be too little too late. This project or whatever it is may flop. And I think people are going to come back and realize, oh, Scorpio was right all along. We should have listened to them because look at how many pentacles they have in their bank. Look at how many times they've done this before. With 9 of Pentacles, it's like this is not your first rodeo. You're sitting on a wealth of money, potentially, but a wealth of knowledge. And so if your bank account isn't, you know, amazing right now, what I'm saying is you have ideas that are very like marketable or very valuable, very bankable, solid, financially reliable ideas. But yeah, something about either going off on your own or standing out amongst the rest. This card also talks about the idea of sometimes not leaving the comfort zone. And so if you've been with this company for many years and you're still not feeling like you're valued, like they're overlooking your ideas or contributions. I'm so sorry, guys. This might be saying it's time to get out of the comfort zone. It's time to start applying elsewhere where you are going to be recognized for your contributions and your valuable ideas. 9 of Pentacles, like this is like almost the the Queen of Pentacles. There's that energy about it. It is a Virgo card too, and we're headed into Virgo season. It's like you're willing to do the work and put in the effort, but yeah, ultimately, if they're not listening to you, if they don't want to go in this new direction or whatever, yeah, it's like, I just heard emotionally corrupt. I feel like there's a lot of red tape about the situation, but you're trying to come at it out of this like very truthful emotional state, and people are writing you off as like a dreamer, a hopeless romantic, out of touch with reality. But look at you, you're not. You have 9 Pentacles, earth energy, very much practical and in touch with reality. I think you're a very good mix, Scorpio, but yeah, I think the group isn't recognizing it. 2 of Pentacles. All right. So building upon that seed. So, okay, something about what skills or talents that you've brought to your current workplace. For those who are thinking about leaving, this may be protecting some sort of thing that you, I don't know how to explain it. It's, you don't want to leave something behind in your old workspace that is valuable to you that you could bring to a new one and essentially double up on the money. Something about I am getting creative for a lot of you, like your creative property, your sketches, your drawings, I'm just getting for like the corporate executive world. If there wasn't any legal agreement about, I drew this cartoon, so now you guys own it. It's something like, well, no, I drew this and you guys have no rights to it. I'm taking it and I'm building elsewhere. I'm going into business for myself with this really great idea that maybe I tried to pitch to you guys a million times because my heart and soul and blood, sweat, and tears went into this, and you rejected it. You didn't want to go in this direction. It was like a downfall, like downhill, something like that. And you're like, that's it. Like, I'm holding on to my idea because it's still mine. You guys were coming at me with like anger and hostility, and like, I'm going to build this idea elsewhere. Again, maybe independently. Maybe you work for some sort of company where you're being like you're on the roster of who can be selected for this. I don't even know. It's like your name is in the hat of clients who want, I don't know, an electrician, but technically you belong to this company who has, contracted electricians. And finally you're just like, you know what? I'm building my own website. I'm going to do it myself. And that was just like a random example, but it's something like that. It's like, I'm going off because I think I can make more money on my own than being under the umbrella of this company that has a lot of rules. And just emotionally, their values and even maybe ethics aren't in alignment with where I'm heading, right? Nights bring change and movement into our life, and that's the irony here is this card of forward movement, progression, starting anew, taking a leap of faith. Someone isn't taking that leap of faith, and so this Knight is trying so desperately to bring movement and change and emotion to the project or to the business, and it's being resisted, it's being ignored, it's being blocked. All right, that took me a while to get, but I think that's what we got here. So, I'm really sorry, Scorpio, bear with me here. All right, so your advice or guidance. Page of Cups. Yeah, all that applies before. It's sort of the same Page of Pentacles, only because Pentacles are either money or something tangible, the project, the documents, the skills, the art supplies, right? Maybe you bought all your own supplies for this business and you're like, I'm taking it. I bought it all and I'm taking it to start my own business. This has to do with the emotional. Again, it's page energy, so it's not brand new. It's potentially something that you've been trying to pitch to this company for a long time. At this company, it was destined to fail. The cup has been spilled. This is about like kind of this. It's about going off to start, I think, on your own. You may work with children or do something even creatively, like with children. I don't know if it's teaching, but even I'm just getting like heavy marketing, advertising. Like children's clothing, children's toys, or something like that. Because there is so much page energy, which can frequently be like children or even just immaturity. But for you, it's something about I've started a seed at this place. I've planted it in the soil, the nutrients here, and it's not growing the way I wanted it to. So I'm taking it and I'm bringing it elsewhere. That's what this page energy is about. And look, it's adding more water to the situation, water and cups, meaning love, meaning emotion. It's like you were trying so desperately to show everybody the light of, we have to put our heart into this. Emotions, connect with people emotionally, what they want to feel, right? You were trying to hammer that point home. They were not accepting it. They were completely rejecting it. And now it's like, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but it's like, make it rain, bitches. Like, all the emotion, like waves crashing over, right? Like whatever you're getting into next, it's almost like universe is patting you on the back saying, yes, connecting with people's emotions, Scorpio, that is your skill. That is your gift. Don't lose sight of that. I don't know if you can see, but there's I don't know, is this an otter or something? A sea lion kind of floating through the water. I see that as you, Scorpio. It's like that is your natural element. That is your natural skill and gift to be very nurturing, very healing, connecting with people emotionally, even on like a subconscious level, feeling people's energy. So for those who are looking to get into either a similar field independently or a completely different field involving what I just mentioned there, yeah, it's like universe is doubling down. It's no longer just the ace, it's the page. It's like, yeah, let's take this to the next level. Like there's huge potential here. And I'm seeing this spilled cup as wherever you were at. Their cup was empty, right? There's nothing in there. It's like these people lacked emotional depth, emotional maturity. They're just, yeah, that wasn't their priority. And to be honest, I think the project, if not the business, it's going to lack. It's going to fail in some sense, at least financially. There's not a lot of pentacles here on their end, right? Because, yeah, again, they're I don't know. What their focus is not going to appeal to mass audiences or something like that. Clarify the Page of Cups for Scorpio. The Hermit. Guys, also the card of being single, right? Venturing off on your own. It's the idea of going on a spiritual path, a journey of self. Seeking internal knowledge from the self. And again, Virgo, we're headed into Virgo season. This is the Virgo card. Some of you may have very strong Virgo in your chart, but for a lot of you, it's being clarified by the desire to serve, the desire to spread the light. And by light, I think, again, that has to do with love. Reestablishing peace and harmony and just love, higher vibration, illuminating things to what's really important in life. And what's really important in life is love. Spreading love. And again, for a lot of you, this has to do with venturing off on your own. which is kind of a scary step. But bottom of your deck is the Emperor. Love seeing that in a financial spread, right? Because the Emperor builds an empire, right? It's all about order and stability. But what's so, like, such a nice contrast to this is we look at him and he looks really stern, almost intimidating. But I like this because it's you sticking to your guns. And we know that, like, much in the idea of like water crustaceans, right? With the crab, for instance, some of you may have Cancer in your chart. It's it's hard on the exterior. There's the shell, if you will, right? What the exterior appears to be. But then there's like the soft underbelly that rules with love and rules with emotion. So it's like you are the best of both worlds. You're about order and getting things done correctly, right? Fighting for what you believe in. That is absolutely a quality of an emperor. And this is you, Scorpio. But what's so great is that you're willing to defend what it is that you want and be protective, because I think you want to build this opportunity or project or business into the best thing it can be, right? You want to build an empire. You want this to be successful long term, right? Something about the Emperor and the father is important here. I don't know if you inherited a business from your father, or you're going to end up working with your father, or even the idea of like if you are in some sort of career that's very nurturing, taking on the role of like father figure, again, working with children potentially. I don't know if that's going to land for everyone. But yes, something involving, I don't know if it's like foster kids or what is it, big brother, big sister, or something like, I don't know, the idea of father is important. Maybe that's something involving your business name or something and sons, or I don't know. Anyway, Emperor at the bottom of your deck. I love it. I think you're going solo to build a career that is in alignment with your heart's desire. That's what this is saying. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. I hope whoever needed to hear that did. Please do like, share, subscribe. That helps me a great deal. Let me know in the comments below what resonated for you, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.